The island is bleeding. Steel lies shattered and bones are splintered across the jungle floor, a trail of chaos left by a ghost. This is the New World Order, a terror born in a lab, and it just trespassed into the domain of a king. Not just any king, but an ancient natural ruler who has owned these swamps for years. When the ultimate genetic weapon comes for the original apex predator, the island itself will hold its breath. Only one can reign. Deep in the sweltering wetlands, where the river runs wide and dark, the Spinosaurus stands as the undisputed ruler. Water cascades from its iconic sail as it lifts its head, tasting the air. Something's wrong. A foreign scent, acrid and aggressive, pollutes its territory. That's a challenge. Miles away, stalking through the smoky haze of a burning paddock, comes the Indominus Rex, a ferocious, intelligent monster. It has torn through steel and flesh to prove its dominance. It craves a worthy opponent, and a deep guttural roar from the swamps is the answer to its silent call. The two titans finally clash in a vast, mist-shrouded clearing, the line between jungle and swamp. The air grows thick with tension. The Indominus, a pale giant of engineered muscle and teeth, sizes up the incumbent king. It's larger, bulkier, a true monster, built for combat. But the Spinosaurus, though leaner, meets the stare with ancient confidence. Its massive 6-foot sail cutting an imposing silhouette against the trees. The roaring stops. All that's left is the silent promise of violence. The Indominus makes the first move, a blur of white muscle lunging forward. With explosive speed, the Indominus charges, its powerful arms and long claws aiming to maim. The Spinosaurus meets the attack head-on, and the collision of leviathans shakes the very earth. The Indominus is faster, more agile, and its unnatural intellect shines in its precise, vicious strikes. It rakes its claws across the Spino's flank, drawing first blood. But the Spinosaurus is a veteran of brutal conflict. It absorbs the blow and retaliates. It's immense. Crocodile-like jaws snapping shut on the Indominus's shoulder, using its weight to slam the hybrid into a cluster of trees. The Indominus shrieks, a sound of metal and fury, and then it does the impossible, vanishes. The Spinosaurus bellows, senses reeling as the white-skinned predator activates its camouflage, disappearing completely into the dense foliage. The fight turns into a lethal ambush. The Indominus, now an invisible phantom, launches lightning-fast attacks, its claws tearing at the Spinosaurus from every angle. Wounded and disoriented, the Spinosaurus knows it can't win this fight on the hybrid's terms. It has to change the battlefield. With a defiant roar, it turns not in retreat but towards its own kingdom. It crashes through the undergrowth, a battering ram of flesh and bone, carving a path toward the wide, deep river. The Indominus, arrogant and sure of its victory, gives chase. It follows the Spinosaurus out of the jungle and onto the muddy riverbanks. Fatal. Mistake that. It was about to shift the balance of power completely. The second its feet touch the water, the Spinosaurus is home. This isn't just a dinosaur anymore. It's a semi-aquatic hunter in its element. It slides into the river, its movements becoming fluid and dangerously fast. The Indominus hesitates at the water's edge, its genetically engineered brain screaming a warning. It's too late. The Spinosaurus erupts from the depths, its jaws locking onto the hybrid's leg and dragging it into the churning water. Panic replaces arrogance in the Indominus's eyes, thrashes wildly, its powerful limbs now useless in the aquatic realm. The Spinosaurus uses its powerful tail and webbed feet to maneuver, pulling its rival deeper into the darkness. The battle becomes a primal struggle just to breathe. Both are wounded, but here, in the water, there is only one true master. With one final, titanic effort, Spinosaurus forces the Indominus's head beneath the dark surface, its massive body holding the struggling hybrid down. The thrashing weakens, then slows, then finally stops. The Spinosaurus holds its rival submerged until the last bubbles of air fade away. Victorious, the battered king drags the lifeless body of the genetic monster back to the shore. Ignoring its own deep wounds, it throws its head back and unleashes a triumphant, soul-shaking roar. The sound echoes across the entire island, a declaration that nature, in its most magnificent and brutal form, has just reclaimed its throne. Who do you think should challenge the king next? Tell us in the comments below and subscribe for more epic dinosaur battles.